Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you consider leaving a like, a comment or a subscription. Any of them are great, and they help me let you know that you're enjoying the series, and that you want to see it continue. Thank you very much to those that do that. Now, in our last episode, we kind of re-spaghettified some of our iron production. We've massively expanded it over the last couple of episodes, but we've re-spaghettified it a bit. And we're currently at a point where we have the smart plates being made and the rotors being made, which is great because that when we get those automated, we can basically, start working on getting the space elevator done, which gives us additional upgrade points, which is what we want. Right, we're outputting 4 a minute here, so I'm just going to be very lazy with this. I'm just going to... I'm short on normal plates now. Okay, let's go and get some normal plates, which are over here. And they should be really stacking up quite nicely. Oh, wow, yeah, they're stacking up beautifully. Okay, so I want to get conveyor 1, 2, 1, 2. So yeah, if you want a beautiful right angle, you go to where you get the guideline and then knock it 2 back. Right, okay, so now we've got our smart plates and our rotors being put together, which means we can make our smart... And I need 2 rotors for an assembler, that's fine. There's plenty coming along here. He says, not able to grab them off there. Right, that's 2 rotors. Now, we have got our biomass here, and... yeah, this is where we need to start feeding stuff into our space elevator. So I'm going to be honest with you, quite lazy with this because I'm only using it for this. So we're going to use smart plating. So we need 2 of each a minute, which is way more than we're going to have. So we are then going to grab conveyor mark 1, conveyor mark 1. And we're going to output to hopefully a similar kind of height. Right, and then run you into that one, you into that one. We're then going to need to grab some power for this just to whir on the background, and we need some copper wire for that. So we're going to have to eventually redo all of this with the copper as well, because we just need to get it done. We did turn off the concrete last episode as well, because I want to move that up as well. But that is going to be... we might move on to that this episode once I get the smart plating going, because I don't want to make the smart plating by hand. I'm going to automate that, and I'm just going to feed it straight into the space elevator, because that is something that needs to just happen time and time again. For even the additional tiers, we're going to need that. In the space elevator, it's just going to be needed. Wow, we're really rattling through on the biomass. It might be worth doing a restock of supplies at some point, because we're not making any more. Okay, then we'll come charging back over here. Oh, they're different heights. Right, that bothers me. There we go, that's better. Now they're the same height. So you can go in there. Perfect, that's better. Right, and then we will grab a PowerPoint for you. Now you're going to be outputting really slowly, so we're going to go as high as we can in that direction. And then we're going to come up here. Yep, that'll do. Whoop. Because we've got our input there. So we're going to grab that input and we're going to put it there. Ta-da. And that's just going to constantly feed the space elevator smart plating. And we'll know when we're done, because it will be telling me in the top corner the whole time how many pieces of smart plating we've got made and how many are gone somewhere. But you can see it takes a while to make, and you have to automate this. So yeah, this is just going to whir away in the background while we get on with other stuff. Now, we could increase that. We could build more than one of those constructors to get that done, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to let that smart plating, like I say, tick away in the background. Right, what we want to get on with at the moment, I want to get the concrete up because I want to get the concrete turned on again. So we're going to need to take all of this down. And left control. Boom, 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 boom. Take all of that down. All of this down. Oh, no, not that. No, I didn't mean to do that. Right. I suppose I could have brought the miner up. Take all of that down. I'm surprised I've not started having boxes being left, but excellent, cool. Right, okay, and then we need to expand this out. Over this way. Over this way. No. And then all the way over there. You're telling me you're clipping, which is fine. I call that a soft clip. It's a soft clip because effectively it's not visually clipping into that, which is okay. We can cope with that. Right, and now... Actually, I am going to turn that miner around. Production miner. And you, my friend, are going to go there. Okay, so... Right, how much do you guys put out on here? 60 a minute. And you are also putting out, I'm going to guess, 60 a minute. You're putting out 120 a minute. Lovely, okay. Right, well, let's bring you all the way up as well. What's that foundation doing? There we go. Just bring that over as far as I can. Right, and then we're going to need to take these trees down. So the plan with this is that I can then have another on-ramp, is what I really want. So that's why I'm trying to climb up this way. Okay, so we've got another way on. That was the plan there. We'll just expand that out in the same kind of way, and then we'll take care of this tree that's growing up through the middle. Lovely. Right, okay. Oh, we've got more trees growing up through the middle. We've got to take care of these as well. What do you mean you can't see them? I can see them. Right, we'll have to go under and take them out then. Right, I think that deals with it. He says. Let's go back up and check. Yay, no more trees growing through the floor. Okay, right, so we've then got these coming up here. Right, okay, so it's basically a constructor, isn't it? That's all we need for concrete. So, what was the recipe for it? So that's 45. Puts out 15 a minute. So we are currently producing 180. So that's 45, 90. Yeah, 180 would be 4. Okay. And this is where we're going to have an interesting piece because they're not evenly distributed. So we're going to need splitters and mergers for this. Right, let's give myself some more back room for this. No. There. Okay, so let's try and work this through. So I'm gonna need... Yeah, we can afford to feed 4. It's how we feed the 4 is going to be the question. So logistics, conveyor mark 2. Let's get that pointing, yeah, this direction. And you are going to feed. Right, let's put a splitter here. One, two. Because effectively, this is going to be the same for everything. We're going to need those like that. And we will bring you into here. You, I'm just going to use Mark 2s all the way across, because... What do you mean? Oh, they're all the wrong direction because of where I brought that first one in. Right, okay. So the rest of you are being fed from that direction. So we'll do that. 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 Okay. So you only need... So all of them only need about 1 into them. Okay. And then we're going to have... So those are going to take up 90 of that 120, which means this one's going to have 30 coming across here. Which isn't quite going to feed it. So if I put in a merger here, and that's where I feed in the 60, that's then going to put it up to 90. Okay, alright. So let's... No, you don't need to be... You need to be a... Belt 2. Belt 2. Belt 2. We'll just do that. You're a belt 2. Then we need the conveyor 1 coming up here. You are going to feed a conveyor 1 into here. But I'm going to do it kind of like this. So I'm going to stick you on the end and then have you coming in straight. Okay. By the way, where are you getting power from? Oh no, you're just unloading what was left in there because you can see you've run out now. Okay. I think that is going to work, and I think that's going to feed all of them perfectly, which then means we then have mergers coming in this direction, and we're going to merge going this way, because then it's easier to expand if I need to go out. And then we will have you all going into a... Where is it? Storage container over here. And you guys are going to be outputting 15 a minute. So 4 is going to be equal to 60. So you only need a conveyor 1 at the moment. We'll put some of the concrete in here. Sort that. Yeah, we'll carry 1,000 of the concrete. We'll then load you guys with this limestone that I picked up that I don't actually need. But you're going to make concrete as well, so we'll give you the limestone. Cool. And then you're making concrete, and you're making concrete, and then we'll just hook all of the belts in. Pretty sure that is going to max out our concrete production. Right, okay, so now we just need to get power over here. Hello, pole. And a nice long wire. I'll put you there, right on the edge, and you can feed 1, 2. So that's those all done. So they should start wearing up and getting more concrete going now. You, on the other hand, are going to be coming here. We'll put 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that should be all of our concrete sorted. He says, hoping. I'm hoping that should mean that all of the belts just get fed. Like exactly what they need. And that's that kind of sorted out. And you can see in the top right, we've got the phase 1, 21 of 50. So they're just whirring away slowly in the background. We haven't got a lot to do until that's done. And then we can go up and press the button on the space elevator. So, okay. That's concrete tidied up a bit, at least. Yeah, that's all flowing nicely. Nothing looks backed up yet. My maths looks like it was solid, which is always lovely to see. Okay. Now we need to try and figure out what we're doing with copper. Okay, so we're going to want to expand this way. Let's get a load more foundations. Okay. So what we're effectively going to try and do here is the same thing. We're going to want to try and raise all of this up. But I don't want to get too close with the iron. So what I might do is I might reverse this. And so we've then got the expansion for iron to keep coming this way. But if we start the copper smelters along here and we expand the copper base that way, that will give us something to... That will give us some room to play with, and we're not going to worry about running into what's gone on with the iron, which is good. The only catch, or the only downside with that is we've got water here. Water is a great resource for certain things later, such as, you know, coal power. So let's clear some of this out. And get rid of a chunk of this. So I do think we're going to want to expand outwards. I mean, we've got more limestone there, which I really don't think we need. Okay. More bacon. I'm sure we picked up the bacon last time. More bacon. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a mushroom person, so it's probably about the only way they get me to ever eat mushrooms. You know, make it bacon flavoured. Okay. Just doing a bit more clearing. That looks like that goes off somewhere interesting, but we're not on that at the moment. So we'll just keep clearing all of this. There's the bouncing buddy. I call him a bouncing buddy because if you jump on him, you can bounce on his back quite a bit. Let's clear this tree off as well. Okay, and then we're gonna have. Then we've got some room to expand. I say we've got some. We've also got to figure out what we would do with this biomass. Right, you were a leaf storage. You were wood storage. So let's set that going back at least. Okay. Then yeah, let's also cut this copper line in preparation for what we're going to get up to. So we'll just let that finish wearing through. Okay. Because I don't want to stop the production. I'm happy to just let it wear through. Wow, this whole time we've been working with one copper smelter. Wow, we've really been underworking on the copper then. Berry. Oh, wow. Because you're putting out 120 a minute and we were stifling you to 30. Wow, okay. Alright. That's fine. Alright, take that away now. Take away that stand. Alright. Hopefully we can really increase the copper production then if we were really stifling it that much. It does mean we're going to want to change what direction this is coming in. So it's probably going to come in along the side here. And again, how far was that cadmium? Because I really want to... or caterium. There's some stuff I want in the caterium research tree. Okay, so the nearest one is 700 meters that way. Do I want to go and get that? I kind of do. Kind of want to go and get that caterium. Because that gives me smart splitters. Do you know what? Yeah, we're going to go and do... We've got 10 minutes left. No, let's try and get some of this done. And then next episode we will head off and start trying to do the caterium. Okay, so we're just going to expand out on our platforms a bit. Okay, so if we're going to have iron there, I'm going to want copper to start somewhere along here. So let's expand out sideways a bit, give us as much room as possible. Invalid placement. Oh, you really don't like that one then? Why not? Oh, there's more caterium here. That'll do it. Okay, well that might give me enough to research with. Right, okay. Will you now let me place it there? Yes, you will. Okay. Right, fine. Let's clear all of these leaves out so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, we ran out of power. We've got to go turn that back on. And this is why I really want the coal sorted. But also part of what I want in the caterium tree, because there's an item you can get in the caterium tree that speeds up your running, which is great. But the main thing I really actually want for it are the smart splitters, because when I get the smart splitters, it's much easier to use the awesome shop. Hang on, why is that shut down? Oh, we're actually over capacity on our grid. Okay. Okay. All that concrete expansion's apparently come back to bite me in the arse. Right, okay, fine. Let's go and get some plates, which we should have an abundance of now. Yep. Right, okay. And then... let's get a couple more of these. Of course I did that. Right, why? Oh, because you've gone all the way over there. Okay. Let's break up that connection then. And then you can go here. And then you will connect on to that one. You will go over to wherever you were before, that one. Perfect. You will come here and go there. You will go there. You'll come here and you will go there. And then here to this last one. Okay, and then we need to go and refill all of that. So, how is our biomass container doing? Oh, wow, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's grab all of that because we've got 10 biomass burners, so we may as well refill basically everything while it's turned off. So just run through. That's, I will admit, they are lower than I thought they were going to be. Might need to go back and get another one. Yep. We need 2 more. Okay, wow. Really did run that a bit lower. Okay. 1, 2. Sort, sort. So that should... were you filled? Yes, you were filled. You, on the other hand, were not. And nor were you. Turn that back on. There we go. Now we've got a lot more capacity. Perfect. Okay. So, now we can head back over here and we can start looking at our copper. Right, okay. So, we're going to want to grab a smelter and we're going to want... Similar situation, we're going to want... So each of those does 3... So we're going to want, what, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that is as much copper as we can put out at the moment. Which is fine. So we're going to grab you and bring you around here. And then we're going to want splitters. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to feed in there. In there. And then we can swap to that. And that. Okay. So that's going to feed all of them. That's fine. That's going to give me all these bars. And then... I'm just trying to think how to lay this out, because I've squeezed myself into a corner here, which isn't ideal. Because I normally like snaking them backwards and forwards. But that's not going to play ball with this. So... if I... No, not that. I grab a storage container and we put it this way. Yeah. And then we can put a merger here. Yeah. No, you're now the wrong way. So grab that. You're going to feed in there. You're going to feed in there. You're going to feed in there. And you need that. 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 And then we need 20 rated belts. And I'm one belt short. Okay. Alright. Well, either way, let's try and grab some power and start setting some power up over here. But let's grab it from somewhere we've actually got on what I'm going to call like the new grid, where we've got it a bit more lined up and not all the higgledy-piggledy stuff on the ground. So line all these up. Set them all to copper. And then we will get you hooked up there. Right, which means that's going to all start wearing away. And then we can go back and get the smart plate that we need. Not the smart plate, the reinforced plate from over here. And then we can finish off that copper, or at least the copper bars. There we go. Right, how many have we got in here? None? None? But you should be producing more than this is. Than this is needing. Oh, because you've got 97 stored up in here. Alright, we'll grab them. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully that will cause a bit of a backlog at some point, and then it will catch itself up, which is fine. Oh, all this toing and froing. But yeah, I want to get the cabin sorted, and then I want to get the awesome sink, or the awesome shop going as well, because that gives us some really cool things. That's all feeding nicely. And then, yeah, you're going into there. I'm going to slightly cut that corner, not make it at a right angle, because I've got this piece of ground in the way. However, that is going to call it for this episode at the moment, where we've started reworking on the copper to get that all nicely lined up. Yeah, that's a backlog, because that's all feeding all the other stuff that was there. But yes, I hope you've enjoyed it. As usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they all help the channel grow. They all help get this out in front of other people. Thank you very much for those that do all of that, and I will catch all of you next time.